Well, some say a dog is a man's best friend. Would you agree with that, Bill? You've got two dogs.
I'd say so, sure.
But what about a mini horse? Well, one mini horse in Eastman found a best friend in the most unlikely of places. Take a look. About 10 miles from Prairie du Chien sits a little town with a big heart, known as Eastman.
You can actually hear birds and all that, and having nature closer. It's nice.
And in one little corner of the town is Shannon Rady's hobby farm.
We have 2 dogs, 5 horses, and then we got the goose, and well, down on the farm we have cows.
But it hasn't always been this way.
Yeah.
It's a full house to say the least, with 4 young kids of her own. But as her girls started getting older, she knew she had room for just one more.
We were looking for a smaller horse for my girls because they were just in love with horses. So then I was putting ads up, and then someone that we knew they're really good family friends, and they're like, well, we have a mini.
Within days, the Rady family welcomed Prince to his new home in Eastman.
You go pet Prince? The first day I was here, my daughter went up with her little puppy, and she laid her head against him and hugged him. It's just the cutest thing.
Although Prince got along with Shannon's girls,
Which one's yours? Prince.
he didn't necessarily fit in on the hobby farm.
I mean, that's him right there. I mean, he's kind of a loner.
Shannon says sometimes Prince is by the other horses. But once in a while, size seems to get in the way.
They don't necessarily really like him that much, and I think it's because he tries to act like a big tough guy out there, and they don't like that.
So Prince tends to keep to himself most days.
Prince doesn't really have anybody else.
That is, until he managed to find a friend in the most unlikely of places. No, it's not the donkey or the calf. And no, it's not the robin. It's actually the goose.
All of a sudden, I was kind of like, oh no, that goose is up here. I never had good memories with that goose.
Yes, the goose. It's been a part of the farm for as long as Shannon can remember.
He would go down on the farm, there's the dairy, the milking barn, and he would go down there because when his mate was still alive, they would lay eggs over there.
However, the goose's mate died about a year ago, and he's kind of been wandering the farm on his own ever since. That is, until he found Prince.
It took him a little bit to realize that, oh, there's something my size up here. Then once he did, he never left.
Within months, the goose and Prince were inseparable.
That goose has something for Prince.
When Shannon noticed their special bond, she said she couldn't believe it.
Most of the time it's hard to describe because it's just so different. I mean, it's so unique.
So, being a photographer, she knew exactly what to do next.
Start taking pictures. They'll nap together. So like the goose, he'll like get down and tuck his nose and they'll nap together, and then they'll graze together. I think he thinks he's a horse. I mean, the minute you pour grain down for Prince, right there, he's up there eating it.
From then on, it's been Prince and the goose.
Did you ever try to shoo him away?
Yes, he gets shooed away a lot.
Shannon says what makes their relationship so different is that Prince and the goose are nothing alike. She says Prince loves attention.
They can hug him, they can get on him, they can lead him.
The goose is the complete opposite.
He's kind of a moody one. Yeah, you can't go pet the goose, I know that.
But maybe that's why the relationship works. Although there is a lot that makes them different, there's even more that makes them perfect for each other. Acceptance, something she hopes her kids learn someday.
It doesn't matter, who you are, or you can be totally different and you can still be friends.
A fitting lesson for a little town known for having a big heart. Now, Eastman is a town of about 427 people, and Shannon says everyone knows the duo as Prince and the Goose. She says Prince is about 21 years old and the Goose is 15 years old, so they are like old, longtime best friends.
Very
so
cute.
really cool, yeah.